Well, the interview that you're very kindly giving us is being conducted in Munich, Germany, for viewers of the Australian Broadcasting Commission. And although it may seem strange to be talking to an audience so very far away, there's a reason to it, and the reason is that you, Mr. Kubelik, and your wife are going to Australia very shortly in a concert tour. Is that correct?
That's very correct, yes. We are going in summer.
Oh. In our summer in Europe or your summer in Australia?
Yes, in our summer.
In our summer here in a few months, it is.
Right.
I see. Have you been in Australia before?
Oh, yes, I was 3 times. In 1947, 49 already, and in 58.
I see. And your wife, Mrs. Kubelik, of course, is very well known to listeners, concert goers in Australia, because you're the famous singer Elsie Morison from Australia, correct?
Yes.
Where have you actually met?
Well, we met first, I think, at Covent Garden. My husband came to be the musical director there,
Yes.
and I was principal soprano there at the
Yes.
time. And that was, when was that, 19?
And very soon you realized what a wonderful conductor-composer he was, and he realized what a wonderful singer you were.
Well,
Yes, I think that's what
it's
it was.
difficult to
Apart from many other things. But now that we are talking about Covent Garden Opera, that's only part of your career, which I think we ought to explain to our viewers in Australia a little bit. You were born in a very musical country and in a very musical family.
Yes, my father was a violinist, very
Yes,
famous one.
very
Jan
outstanding
Kubelik.
one.
Yes, I was born in Prague, near Prague.
Yes.
Studied there all the time until I left Czechoslovakia in 48.
Yes, well, you're very modest because you worked with a very famous orchestra there, the Czechoslovak Philharmonic Orchestra.
Yes, it was the Czech Philharmonic
Yes,
Orchestra.
and
yeah.
even then, in those days, that brings us up to the year 1948, I think, you were always a dual musical man. You composed and you conducted.
That's correct.
Right. And after Czechoslovakia, you went abroad, you went overseas to America, I believe.
Yes, I went to Chicago.
Yes.
I was there 3 years, and then I came back.
And in Chicago, you
And,
conducted.
I conducted in the Chicago Symphony Orchestra. I was the
Yes.
musical director of the
Yes.
Chicago Symphony. for
Yes,
3
you mustn't be too modest, Mr. Kubelik.
I'm not modest. I'm not at all.
All right.
But
And after Chicago, of course, we come to London, the
Yes.
Royal Covent Garden Opera, where you had the great good luck not only of pleasing such a vast audience in the United Kingdom, but also of meeting your wife. Now, can we hear a little bit about the compositions that you made? That is not about you as a conductor, but as a composer.
well, you know, since I left Czechoslovakia, I never wanted to play my compositions. It was since 15 years I didn't play them really.
Yes.
Only now, recently, I started 2 years ago, and now in Munich and in Köln, I played my Requiem, Liberanos.
Yes.
And it brought me to the conclusion that I have to follow this line more, perhaps, than I did in the past 15 years.
Quite.
But it was always my passion to write music. I couldn't imagine my life without.
Exactly, to write music and to
Composer.
interpret it.
Right.
And among the many works that you've written is also one in memory of your first wife.
Yes, that's correct.
You're a
That
very
was-
lucky man indeed to have found for a second time a happy marriage, and we must really congratulate you on that. I think our time's nearly up. I would like to finish by saying that we're very proud to have you here in Munich as the conductor of our own radio and television Munich Symphony Orchestra. Where are you going in Australia on your tour?
We are going to Sydney and to Melbourne.
I
We are
see.
going to do concerts together with Elsie, and she's singing in the orchestra concerts also with me, and some choral works.
Well, we let you go very reluctantly, of course, and we hope you'll come back very soon, that in the meantime you'll have lots of success and a wonderful time in Australia. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.